Today, 21 million Americans struggle with some type of addiction, some type of substance addiction, and yet only 10% get treatment. I got a DM a few days ago, and sometimes I don't always check my messages right away. And it was a comment from somebody that said, I shouldn't talk about addiction because many people are struggling with it. And you're absolutely right. Many people are struggling with addiction, but it's not a reason to not talk about it. As somebody that struggled with addiction for more than half of my life, I feel like this is something that is near and dear to my heart. And I get the right to talk about it because talking about it helps make it real. Make it real in a sense that you can't hide from it. You can't pretend it doesn't exist. And it gives you the opportunity to get the help that you need. This is a PSA today. If you are struggling with mental health, if you are struggling with any type of addiction, there is hope. You do not need to struggle alone. Yet so many people out there feel like this is something they have to keep secret. They're ashamed. They live in fear and they feel like something is wrong with them. I felt for years that something was wrong with me, that I was broken, I was defective, and struggling not only with an eating disorder, but drugs and alcohol, OCD, and a slew of other mental health issues. But getting help gave me hope. Getting help and being amongst other people that were struggling with the same things I was also showed me that I didn't want to live this way anymore. A big piece of that puzzle was not only my own faith, but it was yoga. Yoga taught me the skills that I needed to sit with my feelings. Many addicts are trying to numb their feelings so they don't have to feel the hard stuff. And addiction allows us that capability. But the problem with that is that numbness enables you and doesn't allow you to have to deal with what is going on. And there is a piece of yoga that I feel incredibly passionate about. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your philosophy is on life. I don't care if you feel like you're not flexible enough. There is a component of yoga that is unmatched to any other type of practice. And that is the action of stillness. I know that sounds really funny, but the ability to practice being still within movement. We spend so much of our lives running from things, running from people, running from responsibilities, running from the truth. But the truth is, until you face yourself, until you face whatever it is that you are running from, you will never be able to step out of that addiction. I am 40 years old and I get to live my life outside of addiction. And the reason why I get to do that is not because I was afforded some type of luxury treatment. It wasn't because I was a rarity. It was because I was willing to do the work. I got honest with myself and I faced what was in front of me. I faced what was inside of me. And what that was somebody that felt like she wasn't good enough for years. Yoga gave me that ability to be still and present with those uncomfortable feelings, face them, breathe through them, and then build up a new muscle of hope. Build up a new muscle of uniting with myself, with God, with my higher power, with the people around me. Because if you want to live a happy, healthy, passionate life on any level, until you face your own beep, you ain't going to be able to do that. You will always be running from some type of a lie. You will always be trying to avoid what really is the truth. And the truth is that you are good enough. You are smart enough. You are exactly the person that you're supposed to be. But all that other stuff can cloud our vision, cloud our truth, and cloud our ability to move forward and live a life that we can be proud of. As someone that has survived an addiction, a life-strangling addiction, I shouldn't be here today. I want to say to all of the people out there, the 21 million Americans struggling with addiction, I see you. I understand your pain, what you're going through, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. And you, my friend, are not alone. There is hope. But like anything in life, you have to be the one willing to reach out and grab it. You have to be the one, despite your thoughts in your head, to say, I am worth this. I deserve more. Even though I may have wronged a million people, I still deserve a life worth living. Every time I stepped on that yoga mat, I told myself that. Every single time I stepped onto that yoga mat and I twisted my body and I balanced and felt wobbly, or I had to stretch beyond what I was comfortable with, it was a reminder to me that we need to do hard things in life in order to feel at ease afterwards. Yoga is the incubator for your everyday life. We come to the mat raw and ready, willing to work. And for some people, it maybe is about what the poses mean philosophically. But for regular everyday people like you and me, it's just a chance to get our shit together. Practice life, learn to breathe, step away from the frustrations, overwhelm, regret, shame, doubt, and step into the light that we were made perfect, perfectly imperfect. To find our breath, connect with ourself, and realize that that light at the end of the tunnel never goes out. Never goes out until we fulfill what we need to here on this earth. And so, yes, I talk about addiction because it's real. It's real to me and it's real to millions of other people. And yes, I talk about yoga because it played a huge role in my life. And there are pieces of it, there are pieces of yoga that cannot be duplicated in any other form. And there are aspects of going to the mat that calm my mind, focus my body, and help me center myself so I can do what is necessary. I want that for you. And so if you're struggling, if you need hope, please get help. Please reach out. There is no shame. And know that no matter how hard life gets, you should never lose hope. If you feel like this video is helpful to you and bringing hope to you in any way, please consider sharing this out and spread the awareness that addiction is real and it should be talked about. And for the people that are struggling out there, they need to know that there are things out there that they can do to help themselves because they deserve to live a great life too.